Hey, good afternoon. It's me, Doc Mojo, Dorliza, or Monique, whichever you would like to refer to me as. And I'm coming at you today with a very bright summery look. I was inspired by Dr. Ash from Dr. Ash and her makeup, and she did a cute look with the Dee Signature palette. I don't have it. I don't have any Dee Signature products. And the chick is right here out of, what did she say she was? Lake, I think Ashley said Lake Jackson. I think she said Lake Jackson, which is just about an hour south of me. Um, but I'm going to come at you today with a look using, it's a damaged palette, but it still works. I'm going to use the NK Oh Honey palette. Let's see, Oh Honey palette, which is a yellow palette, and again, it's damaged. You can still get this palette at the beauty supply, maybe on their website, Nika K. I'm not sure Nika K. Beauty.com, but this was the Oh Honey palette. It was a dupe of the ColourPop Uh-huh Honey palette, but I think, and I do have I have another. I have one that's not damaged, but I mean, even if this is damaged, the colors, the only damaged shade is the uh shimmery dark gold shade, and I could actually just, you know, let some of that fall out. It really doesn't matter. But here's the palette. It's a dupe of the Honey palette by ColourPop, which I think actually I like the Nika K palette a little better. And I'll try to talk louder. I did order a microphone, but actually it was a microphone for my iPhone. And I am returning it because I wanted something for my laptop. Uh, and then I bought another microphone that I can use with my laptop. Hopefully, it'll come tomorrow and I'll be ready to use it when it arrives. So, I'm going to start off. I was looking for a true buttery yellow shade, but this is what I have, and I'm going to use it. And I might play with the lights because the lights are a little, that's a little better. Let's see if I can do this one. That's a little better. Okay. I'm going to start actually with the ColourPop palette using the shade Sweet Spot. And I've already I've already done my eyebrows. And really, I didn't do anything to them, but um, just filled them in a little. And put a little of the benefit. It's the benefit. Brow, I don't know what you call this. The brow. Um, I can't read it, but I put a little of that on. And then I thought about it and I said, I need to put that on at the very end. So I really only put it on one eyebrow. So I really didn't do too much to my eyebrows, but shape them because it is time to go and get them threaded again because the ends are becoming a little unruly. So I'm going to try, and I also have the Planet Makeup by Yolanda eyeshadow foundation base. I'm almost out of it in the shade H. So I really go back and forth. But again, this was inspired by Ashley's um, video that she uploaded today. If you follow Dr. Ash and her makeup, and she did a really, really pretty look with the yellow and the green. And I said, I will try that. And when I looked through all of my palettes looking for a good yellow, honestly, I couldn't find one. And then I thought about my Nika K and also my Culture palette, which does not have a yellow in it, but it does have a green by Juvia's Place. And I'm going to bring that shade up. I really never thought this was the best palette. So I'm going over it with the Nika K shade, bright yellow shade. Pardon me if you hear the TV. And I do have my brace on because my hand is just a little achy. And I thought I had the other one with me for my other hand, but I left it downstairs. I hope everybody is having a good weekend. It's Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers, grandmothers, great grandmothers, mothers who take care of kids, mothers who, stepmothers, mothers who have stepped in the place of biological mothers, adoptive mothers, godmothers, dads who act as in a motherly role but are true dads. But you have your day. I want to get back to a little color, so I thought I'd try this. And when I saw her look with that yellow and green, I said, okay, okay, let's pull it back out. And of course, I am trying to build the shade up. I know I have some yellows somewhere. I'm just not looking in the perfect place. I may have it in some Juvia's Place palettes. I think it might be one in the Zulu palette, but I'm not sure. I didn't look at that. Okay. Now we're going to set that shade to the side. And I'm going to go in to the Juvia's Place palette, the Culture palette. This is Juvia's Place Culture palette. I don't think I've used this palette, but we're going to use it today. Beautiful, rich jewel tone colors. And I'm going to go into the shade In the Belly. In the Belly, which is this green right here. Beautiful, rich green. And I'm just trying to duplicate Ashley's look. Also, it's graduation season. Congratulations to all the graduates. It's college graduation season. I think it's a little more time before high school graduations. I'm not sure. But high school graduations will not take place here in Texas until the end of the month, beginning of next month. But the college graduations are taking place. My alma mater, Texas Southern University, had their graduation yesterday. They had a morning and an afternoon ceremony. And then my other alma mater, for one of my masters, they're having theirs next weekend. And I guess they moved it to Fridays because it is the graduation usually take place Mother's Day weekend, and you know the logistics of that is kind of difficult. So they changed it to Fridays. But I'm glad mine was still on a Saturday. Let me just bring that shade. Okay. Now I'm going to take a clean brush and just try to diffuse that shade, that green shade in the belly. Okay. I know I can clean this up with concealer, but I'm going to use my, all right. Now I'm going to go in with these two middle shades, these two shimmer shades, and I'm going to attempt to use the same brush I put down the original yellow shade with. You can find these little 9 pan Nika K palettes at your local beauty supply if they carry Nika K products. They have them in green, blue, a watermelon. They have a mocha, a brown. They have the yellow, green, blue, red, yellow. Just have them in different colors. I do have them all. Now I'm going to attempt to spray this. I always want to I always want to pick up my micellar water, but that will remove it, and we're not trying to do that. So let me find. I don't want to use the power grip. I have all of these sprays. Okay, we're just going to use the Milani. I'm going to use the Milani setting spray and see what that does. There's a lot of fallout, but let's try to just make this go a little faster. And I will be right back because I'm going to find another shade that I can add to this, another sparkly shade. Hold on. Okay, so I decided to go in with my fave, and that is the Maybelline Fit Me. And I always mix the shades, the dewy and the mattes. I always mix those. So the two shades that I have are 356 coconut, which I know is a little too dark, but I'm gonna use it. And the other shade is 340 cappuccino. And I do have one other shade, which is 330 toffee. Take a little bit of toffee. And I probably should be mixing toffee with cappuccino. And you can also purchase your pumps on on Amazon because they don't come with pumps. So it does make it a lot easier with the pump. I love my Maybelline Fit Me. I use I have Urban Decay. I still have Stay Naked. I have my Sephora collection, Best Skin Ever. I have MAC. I have Juvia's Place. I have Ulta. I have Becca. I have the Ami Collet. I have the Flory Roberts. I have the Maybelline Superstay, which I first used last week. I like that. I have the Morphes. I have the Morphe. It just says Morphe, but I find the Maybelline Fit Me fits me. So, all right. I'm going to now, I'm going to finish my eyes and then I'm going to come back. So, abracadabra. I'll be right back. Okay, I am back and I applied my lashes, my base. I use my Maybelline Fit Me foundation and my Black Radiance banana powder, which is super, super fine. Now I'm going to go back into the Juvia's Place palette with that green in the belly, and I'm going to bring it down here. The lashes that I have on, I got those from Amazon, I believe, or maybe Shein. I honestly, I don't remember, but the lashes are, they remind me of the ones that the girls on YouTube have go and have installed, but these were just some lashes. These are the lashes, and if I show these things up here because I'm looking in the mirror, but these are the lashes, and um, the name of them. These must have come from Shein because I absolutely do not know the name of them, and I don't see it on the packaging. And I just opened these, even though I've had them for a while. I got them in my first ever Shein purchase. So Again, that's in the ballet. That green, beautiful, deepest green shade from the palette. And now I'm going to go in to another shade in the palette that I did not use before. Again, I'm not going to be purchasing any more palettes unless they're Cosmic Beauty palettes or if a Blend Bunny palette catches my attention. But mainly, I'm going to be going with Blends Bunny. I'm going to try Ife. I can put this down. This shade right here, which is a very light, sparkly green shade. And I'm going to try to put that in the inner corner and bring it down. Juvia's Place, a lot of people have kind of, it seems like a lot of people do not choose to use her shadows anymore, but she still makes spectacular shadows, and this Culture palette is beautiful. This is a beautiful palette. And okay, I'm going to use more of that palette in the near future. And so with that shade, I'm gonna get one of my Mora Cosmetics gel eyeliner. And this chair is awfully loud. Let's see. I'm going to use Rhea. This is Rhea. You can get those on the Mora Cosmetics website. I first bought them in the Mora Cosmetics online, but then my grocery store carries Mora, and they finally got these in, and I bought them. Hopefully, I can do this, and I know I can't. So let me see. Let me just pull up. These are going in the trash. Let's just again. This is the shade Rhea, and it's almost the same as that last shade Ife that I just took from the Juvia's Place palette. These are nice. They are creamy. They're under $7. No, they're under $10. I want to say they're like seven something, but I don't remember. So, and I also use my Marc Jacobs, I think it's called Caffeine Shot, Extra Shot, Extra Shot Deep 420 something. I can't see. It's 42 something. I use that to contour and bronze because it's not a cool shade. And then I kind of went over it with the Sephora contour in shade number 3. And now all that's left is a, I'm gonna go in, what did I do? What did I do with it? I'm gonna go in, I can't, oh, with my Mora, also my Mora. I was gonna use my Buttermilk, NYX Buttermilk blush, and I thought about using my YSL blush, but nope, I'm gonna use the shade, I believe it's Blossom, Orange Blossom. I'm going to use that shade. for my cheeks. And I still have product. Let's see if I can get some of this product off from last week. And just swirl it because it's an ombre orange and yellow. And you know orange goes well with green. If I had my Plan in Makeup by Yolanda shadow in front of me, I would pull that in, some of the yellow out of that. But I don't see it offhand. I have it put up somewhere. So, okay. And now I'm going to use the Buttermelt, NYX Buttermelt highlighter in Butter Bling. If I can figure out. I know I opened it because I used it last week. And we're going to use the same brush from last week. Okay. We have our buttermilk. And last but not least, I'm going to use my Real Techniques. And I'm going to use, I don't even have it open. So let's see if we can find one that's open. I thought I had it. Did I leave it downstairs? My Sephora micro smoothing powder. Before I use that, I'm just gonna go over. I'm gonna use the Black Radiance Finishing Press Powder. It's press powder in the shade Golden Cashews. And then I'm going to go on top of that with the micro smoothing powder. Then we will take our MAC MAC Fix It And then I'm going to take, because I use the Power Grip primer, I'm going to take the Power Grip setting spray, see how that works. I think it's blowing on the sides of me because I had a ceiling fan on so hard. And then I'm just going to go over it. And last but not least, we're going to take, whew, Juvia's Place. This wasn't planned, but it's in the shade Clay. And then I'm going to take this Milani Keep It Full lip gloss and put it on top. And that is our look. That is our look. I'm not going to pull, but that's our look inspired by Dr. Ash and her makeup. And I need to fix this. Dr. Ash and her makeup. She did a beautiful look with her new DD Signature palettes. Again, I don't have those palettes, so I just thought to find palettes that I could use that I have that I can do per look. I think I did a wonderful job. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Give me a thumbs up or don't give me a thumbs down. Let me know how you like this look, and we'll play in more palettes next week. Use what you have. If you can afford to buy new stuff, buy new stuff. But you still have old stuff. Use what you have, okay? Our conspicuous consumption has fallen down, okay? Again, let me know how you like this look. And I'm not fanning just to dry my face off. I'm fanning because it's hot. Until then, next week, I will see you in another video. Until then, have a wonderful weekend. Happy Mother's Day and happy graduation.